guys, I'm back for a quick video. Carson is 9 months, 4 days old. So he had an appointment on yesterday. I initially thought the appointment was for vaccines. I thought I remember her saying at 9 months they get some more, but I think well, she did correct me. She told me that 9 months is when they do like makeup ones if your baby needs it, but he didn't need any. So I have my little notes here so I don't ramble. But he's 19 pounds, 28 inches long. I don't remember his head circumference, but she did say right now he's in the 30 to 40% percentile, and he's basically symmetrical all around. So I thought that's good. You know, my kid's even. He doesn't have to see her next until he's 12 months old. We did go through yesterday, which was gruesome. I was prepared for it, but I don't know if I mentioned in any of my other videos that newborn screening that they do on your baby before you leave the hospital. His came back showing that he has a sickle cell trait. So usually you find it out once you get home from the hospital, but when your baby is 9 months old, they do testing to see which trait it is, and it's just for, you know, just so you'll know, and then for future references once your child gets older, you know, once they find someone that they want to have children with, their partner can go and get tested, because, you know, like if your child has it and the person they pick has it, then the child, you know, that they have, their offspring, will be born with sickle cell anemia. So it's just good to know. Now, as far as him having a trait, I mean, you know, that would initially make you wonder what that means, and I read that it doesn't mean much. You know, there's some thoughts out there that, you know, kids with a trait like have a harder time like developing, and they're sicker more, or they don't do well with like certain immunizations and things like that. My doctor told me that none of that is true, and right now Carson doesn't have like any problems or anything, but they did let us know that he is a carrier of sickle cell. So that basically means that either my husband or me or I, sorry, it means either one of us is his parents. One of us has the sickle cell trait also, which is how he got it. So that was it for the doctor visit. It didn't last long. So they just did the blood draw. Like after you come out of the doctor's office, they send us to the lab, and it was so horrible because Carson hates for you to wipe his nose, wipe his mouth. I mean, let alone, it took 4 of us to hold him down while they like withdrew blood out of his arm. It was horrible. As far as his development, he's crawling great. I mean, he's figured out how to hear voices in the house. He follows noises. I mean, at first it was just like crawling around one room. Now he'll follow me from room to room. He's like in the kitchen opening the cabinets. He can't stand by himself, but he is standing. Like if you grab his hands, he'll stand up. He's pulling on furniture, your leg, anything to stand. We have like, you know, like your table in your living room, your coffee table, whatever. He does hold onto it, and it's pretty long and wide, so he'll basically walk around the whole table, and he's transferring his weight very well too. Like if he's holding onto the table and we're sitting behind him on the couch, he'll turn around and have one hand on the table and put one hand like on your leg to like reach for a cracker, or he'll turn around and like wave and smile, and then he'll transfer his weight and turn right back around. So we think he'll be walking very soon. He has 2.5 teeth now. My husband's cousin calls his teeth little Tic Tacs. I think that is like super hilarious. But they started at the bottom. He has 2 down there, and you can see more coming in at the top. So, I mean, he's just a ball of continuous energy. He's sleeping, I think, at least 2 or 3 hours out the day, which is normal. At night, he had been sleeping all night until he got a cold. So he just gets up for me to like rock him back to sleep or to adjust himself, because you could like hear the congestion in his nose. But that's about it. I'm glad you all are still following. Thank you for your feedback and just your attention. I wish we all lived closer to each other so our babies could at least meet. I mean, because they're the same ages. I don't have any friends right now with babies the same age. My cousin's wife did have her daughter 3 weeks before him, but they don't live far. It's just that with us not living next to each other and, you know, like schedules and work, by the time the weekend comes, you have other stuff to do. So it's like he never really sees any other babies. I know Brittany had a slideshow of her baby with some other babies, and they were like hugging and kissing, and Carson never sees any other babies. I mean, he loves his brothers and sisters. I'm sorry, he loves his brothers. Does he have any sisters? He loves his brothers. He loves his cousin, but they're like big kids. Like, I would like to see him interact with some babies. So maybe hopefully soon I'll just have to schedule a play date with his little cousin. But again, thank you guys for watching, and as soon as I can figure out how to edit some things, I'll put a slideshow together also of his picture so you guys can see what he does every day. Talk to you soon. Bye.